Hey everybody, welcome back to my Let's Play of Breath of Fire 2. This is Savage Sage, and currently I was just freaking out over my phone because it said it had water damage or something and wouldn't charge. So I stuck it in rice and it's charging now, and we're good. So thank goodness, now that that is done with, we can go on our journey for our lost pet, Suzy. Well, it's not ours, but... So this is the Overworld. If you don't love that music, I don't know what's wrong with you, because I personally love it. There's a circus right over here. You could go here if you want. Looks a little fishy. It's probably because it's a fish, not a mammal. It's probably why you're confused. But anyways, this tent, there's not really much going on here. And just like this guy said, they're all over the world. Windia, which is, we have no idea where that is, but that's cool. Let's check it out. Oh, you gotta pay? Well, alright, how much is it? The only place in the entire world you can see the grass man. Now, personally, I don't know what that means, but 30 coins? Oh my gosh. Well, as we saw last time, we have 15, so we can't afford that. And like I said, it's not worth it anyway, so let's go look for Suzy. So we heard a little tip that... Oh. Here is our first battle, so I'll explain the battle system to you guys a little bit. Since this is the Game Boy version, if this looks a little bit different to you if you're playing on the Super Nintendo, that's why, because it's a different version. But I like this way better. This is actually one of the main differences from the Game Boy version of this game and the Super Nintendo. So, attack obviously is like the same in every RPG, just it does physical damage based on your attack minus their defense. And then this is kind of the slot for everybody's special abilities. Ryu's is guts. We'll get into that later. Spells, like I said, we don't have any, and items, you can use your items. Auto makes everybody attack for that round, and it'll just keep doing that until the battle ends, whether you die or the enemies die. Of course, you can always cancel that at any time. Just usually I mash all of the buttons and it seems to work out pretty well for me, so give that a shot and that'll work. And run is clearly running from the enemies. So right now battles are pretty basic, but it'll get layers like most games later on. So Ryu, we'll have him attack. Bo, which is our weird dog man friend that's named after a weapon, so he's pretty cool. He has the shot ability. We'll also get into that a little bit later, but for right now we'll just have him attack. Now if you saw, the enemy's HP bar is question mark right now, so we don't get to know how strong they are. This is going to be common throughout the game. You've got that until you've killed the enemy once before. Once you've done that, then you actually get to see their HP and when you hit them. So that's kind of cool, I think. I think it makes, almost gives you incentive to find new enemies, but also makes it seem a little more scary, you know? You don't know how strong they're going to be. Ryu got to level 2. He learned Time Warp, which is awesome that they give it to you so early, and you need it. So Time Warp is pretty much, I'm not going to use it now because I want to stay daytime, but you can use it anytime, change it from day to night. So there is a day to night cycle in this game. It's used a little prominent, but it's not too bad. So here's the Gong Head. We actually fought this when we were a kid, but now it's 10 years later and we actually have a sword. So special in this game is the same as a critical hit in most other games. So that's good that Ryu got that right there. The Gong Heads, they are nothing now. Now we're full-grown adults with swords. We'll just special them because obviously he had a personal vendetta. They attacked him. Now, whenever you see these little grass bushes like we saw in the first episode, go onto them in the Overworld and you'll find animals. Now, if you have bow in the front and just hit the button, you get to shoot. So if you catch one of these guys, you can kill him, which is actually kind of hard in this game, but you do get hunting. And if you do get the meat, you do get it successfully, super helpful. So I recommend that you do that if you can, but it's hard. So we did get a tip off last time that somebody's cat got eaten by a monster in these woods. And that's pretty horrifying. And so hopefully that other cat, Suzy, did not come here and is not eaten. But we might as well check it out. What if it's in the process getting eaten? Hello? No, I didn't say anything. I'm the silent protagonist. You clearly have not played this game. Silly Bo. So this right here is a healing fountain. As you see, when you drink from this holy water, they all regain their strength. So this is actually my first little grinding spot of this game that I really like to. I recommend that you take this time to grind up to, not a lot, maybe level 3, 4. If you're feeling crazy, you can go all the way to 5 with both of these guys, just because. Just do it, okay? It's a great spot right next to the fountain. There's some good enemies in here that we'll go over after I do the grinding, but I'm gonna cut away and we will get straight to that. Alright, and we are back from that. So, as I recommended, I got us to level 4. Now, to be honest, if this is your first time playing, you might want to get to level 5. Just saying. But with that, we've got Cure 1 with Bow, which is 40 points of HP, which at this point, full heal for anybody. And Cure Poison, which cures for zombie or poison, which is actually useful in this area. So by the time you're level 4, Bo will have both of those spells. Makes him a really nice like support unit, you know. And look at his AP, as they call it in this game, which is MP in other games. It's your magic power. It's your, I don't know the acronym in this one, but anyways, it's how much you can use. So he's actually got 21, which is pretty good at this time. For the form, now usually I like to have Ryu in front and Bo in the back using the scramble, but this time I'm going to do normal, just because, as you can see, Bo has more HP than us, and it'll just be useful to not have Ryu taking all of the hits. Now there are some tough enemies around here, so if they seem strong, it's because they are. And this is the first one. This is the Widow. So be careful with these guys. They can actually poison you, which is why you want to have Cure Poison with Bo. It's pretty rude. I'm not personally a fan of being poisoned. And these spiders used to freak me out as a kid. They're still freaky. They've got 4 eyeballs, 4 legs, and they look like almost like a human face. I don't know. That's a freaky concept in any platform that I see it on, and this is no exception. This is freaky. But they're not too bad as long as you play it smart. Now at the very beginning, I recommend staying right next to this fountain here. Bo did learn defense up, so that's kind of nice. The buffs in this game, not my favorite. So then here are some leeches. They are not too bad, but they can be a struggle. Usually when you see them, it's in big groups like this. I personally am going to take the Widow out first. Let's show off Bo's ability Shot. And then I can kind of explain that to you a little bit more once you see it. Well, I thought that was going to happen faster, and I paused, and now it's awkward. Oh my god, it's everybody hit Ryu right now. So Shot is pretty much, I believe that it's a higher chance of critical hit. So that's pretty good. If that's something that you're interested in. And now something I didn't really go over before, if you hold the L button, you can change your form at any time, and if you hold the R button, you can defend. Now with Ryu, I'm actually going to defend and pray that it doesn't die. I might have to run back to the fountain, and that would suck. Now when you're defending, you do have a higher chance of counterattacking. Now Ryu actually has a pretty high chance of counterattacking anyway. Naturally, now I wouldn't say that that's true at the very beginning of the game here, but later on that is one of his main aspects. So it's pretty nice. Let's just take care of these leeches. As you can tell, if you're at my level, if you did the little bit of grinding, now to be honest with you, that took me like 10 minutes. It's not bad. Just friggin' do it. It helps, I promise. But with those levels, those leeches are nothing. Now here's another one. I actually didn't run into these. These are, I believe, small goblins. They're cute. They got little mohawks, but they're still deadly, so watch yourself. And I love their attack animation, the way that they just, like, their mouth is their entire body. And it's kind of adorable, but also terrifying. Now, one thing that I have to point out is I love the battle backgrounds in this game. Now, to be honest, compared to today's standards, if you play like newer RPGs, this is nothing. Clearly, those are giant open world 3D games, but this game stands alone in the way that it was kind of the first one, at least in my experience, to use really good battle backgrounds with movements. I mean, as you saw, there was water trickling off the walls, and for me as a kid, the first time I was playing it, that was an astounding feature. They still had that on the Super Nintendo. It's not like they added this on the Game Boy or anything. It was always there. So that was kind of a big selling point, I believe, at that time. Now, to be honest, it's not like I'm that old. It's, my parents clearly bought this game for me at that time. It's not like I bought it myself, but I believe that that was one of the big, catches to the game originally. At least it would have been for me, and it was even as a kid. So as we walk through here, I did get up to level 5. So you'll get that probably naturally. That's why I recommend level 4. Now, if somehow you get up to the end of this before getting to level 5, I still recommend that you get to level 5, at least with bow. Mainly for getting that defense up skill. That's going to be very useful in what's coming up. Oof. Now, unfortunately, we used a little bit more of Bow's magic than I would have hoped for. And we got into another... Let's see if we can run from it. Sick! Pretty soon here I will start cutting out the battles, but with these new battles and different formations, I definitely want to show them off to you guys. Oh, you're tired of dogs and cats. So you've eaten dogs? Was Suzy a dog? I'm not going to make the obvious joke about eating dogs. We're just going to leave that alone. 3, 2, 1, go. Yep. Surprise. The first boss battle in this game is a surprise boss battle. And it's hard. Yeah, do not take this lightly, and really, I would focus all of your attacks on one of these harpies. Now, to be honest, it doesn't really matter to me which one. I usually just go for Paulo. She's right in the front, and you might as well. And I would use Bow to get defense up on Ryu right away. They're usually going to... They pick one, and usually it's Ryu first. But they're going to focus all of their attacks on one character, and you need to be prepared for that. Pooty wants one. Okay, so I understand that talking in third person is definitely a gimmick in a lot of RPGs, but if your name's Pooty, should you really be saying it a lot? I personally wouldn't. Pooty. Alright, and as you see, we took quite a beating there. We only have enough for one Q1. Actually, I might be a little effed here. And if that's the case, that'll be unfortunate. Oh gosh. Yeah, eventually these guys will attack each other, and so that's kind of cool. Take advantage of that time while you can, because to be honest, I think it only lasts this one round. Then they're gonna go all out on us again. This is one of those fights that if you can get the first one dead, the rest of the fight can usually progress pretty okay. But to be honest, you got to get that first one dead. When there's 3 of them like this and they're putting out so much damage, it's really kind of hard to control. Now, luckily with Bow's defense up, Ryu can take a couple more hits. He'll be able to survive until the next round, and hopefully Bow can heal him. But to be honest, that's our only heal. But we got rid of Pooty, so it's okay. Sorry about that pop I heard. At least I heard it on my end. Hopefully you didn't. So next I'm going to go for Peach. We're going to have... Bow heal us. To be honest, I guess I should have gone for Peach first, solely for the fact that I hate Peach in Super Smash Bros. And pretty much Mario Party. Any other game that Peach is like an option to be your enemy, she's always the rudest. So we might as well kill her here. See, now as you can see, they're still focusing on Ryu. So you get that defense up on him. Now we've got that one cure that we needed, and the rest of this is pretty much sailing through. The hardest part of this, if you're gonna die, you're gonna die when all 3 of them are there. That's just how it's gonna work out. But we were lucky enough that did not happen, and we killed the harpies. 600 experience. Pretty much a guaranteed level. Bow got all the way to 7. He might have been at 6 before, to be honest. I didn't notice. Yeah, they seemed pretty deadly, and if our little kitty or doggy Suzy ran up here, they definitely ate it. Find her. To be honest, let's cut open the harpies' bellies and see. Okay, that's morbid, you're right. So now you can go through. I'm actually gonna run back to the fountain real quick, so I'll meet you after I do that. Oh, this rock is right in our way. We'll just, yeah, let's just push it right out of the way. Nothing bad will happen, or, oh no, we did a thing. We did a thing. Oh god. Fishman, you need to run. Run, oh my god. Did we just kill him? it's not really that much responsibility. Just don't destroy the mountain. Like, alright, well, hopefully we didn't just kill a man today. But it's probably fine. Everything's fine. So it's currently 12:30 at night, so if I seem a little slappy, it's because I am. I think we want to go into this first room first. What a concept. Because there are some right up there. That's the treasure I wanted. So here's a couple enemies I actually haven't showed off yet. Some corpses. Pretty horrifying thought, and I don't like how you can see their eyeball like falling out of their skull there. Pretty disgusting. These guys can be nasty. I believe that they can poison you, but at our levels right now, where we're sitting, they're nothing. They got nothing on us, and that's fine. So, 10,000 battles later, we got a fire rock. Which, that'll be neat later. And I did... I did a dumb. I lied. You don't want to go to the first... You don't want to go to the first room first. You want to wrap around it so you can get a salad bowl. Because what else were you going to eat your salad in? Just kidding. That's for our head, believe it or not. It's not better for Ryu or Bo. Oh no, it is better. For some reason, increasing in this game has red text. So I automatically thought it was going down. Nope, the salad bowl is better than the bandana. Everybody will make fun of you, but it's probably worth it. I mean, get made fun of by everybody, but potentially survive being hit in the head. If it works for Ryu, it works for me. And that's how I feel about that one. Okay, we definitely didn't make this hole in the ground. Somebody else did that, and I refuse to take responsibility. I wonder what's at the bottom of it. Can we take a look at... Oh my god. Well, shit. Dude, did you create that hole? Did you do that, sir? Azusa. You're a hunter, huh? What kind of animal were you hunting? Did you kill Suzy? I like your mustache. It's weird that your mustache is black and your hair is ginger, but it's okay. I'll forgive you. Suzy! We lost her. Maybe... Maybe she's somewhere else around here. Maybe she's on the other side? Why did the Suzy cross the mountains to get to the other side? I'm sorry, I'll stop talking now. Oh! Is there a broken house in the woods? Dude, if I was Suzy and I just crossed these mountains, I was probably looking to nap. So, in the next episode, we're going to check out this old abandoned house and see if we can find Suzy there. But, I'm not sure if we will. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, please subscribe, and I'll see you.